today is how do we solve linear equations? So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be learning how to solve linear equations. Okay? A linear equation is an equation in which the highest power for any variable is 1. So an example of what that might look like, you need to write this down. Everything I write down, you write down. An example of a linear equation would be x plus y equals 6. That's linear. Highest exponent we have is 1. Or, let's see here, y equals 2x plus 3. That's linear. Okay. What does linear mean? Any ideas? It's got the answer right in the word.
A line.
It's a line. Okay, linear means it's a line. Alright? So I'm going to give you something that's not linear. Anybody tell me why this is not linear?
Because it doesn't make a line.
Why doesn't it?
Because there's x squared.
Because there's an x squared. If there's an exponent that's greater than 1, it's not linear. Okay? This would be a parabola. Yeah. Uvula? I think that's like something in your throat, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's your,
Okay, so. No, that's your tonsils.
No.
No,
Punching bag?
oh, the little dangly thing in the back
Those
of
are
your
your
throat.
tonsils.
That's your
No, the thing that
That's
you
your
you stick out your tongue and see something.
Alright, I got you. Alright, so what we're going to do.
I'm not done with that.
Sorry.
Now I'm done.
Is we're going to go ahead and we're going to learn how to solve linear equations, okay? Solving linear equations means we're looking to get x by itself, or solve for x. You guys have all done these before, so this should be a review. I'll wait till everybody gets done. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is solving these equations, and what we're going to be using is the order of operations, but we're going to be using it backwards. So who remembers what the order of operations are? Parentheses.
Exponent.
Good.
Multiplication.
Good.
Division.
Good.
Addition.
Good, good. Okay, so we're going to be using them in the opposite direction. S-A-D-M-C-P. So we're going to be moving backwards. Sadmap. Sadmap. Okay, good. Alright, so the first one we have is x minus 5 equals 9. And our goal is to get x alone. Okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to cover up x with your hand.
Well, your finger.
Well, yeah, with your finger for you guys. So what do you have to move first? The 5. And how are you going to bring this 5 to the other side? Add it. Good. You're going to use the opposite operation. So if this is subtracted, you now have to add it. So you get x equals
14.
Good. Am I done?
Yes.
No. You have to check it.
Oh.
Okay? So if x is 14, you're going to write 14 minus 5 equals 9. What's 14 minus 5?
9.
So 9 equals 9, and it checks. So every single time you do one of these, I want to see your problem, and then I want to see you're checking it. So should you ever get one of these wrong? No, because you could check to make sure that you're right. Okay? All right, so why don't you try number 2. Check your answer with the person next to you, and then we'll go on to the next one. Okay, so the next question said x plus 7 equals 15. So who's going to tell me what I need to do? 7? Subtract 7. Very good. So we're going to subtract 7 from both sides. And we get x equals 8. Am I done? What do I have to do? I have to check. So I plug it in. 8 plus 7 equals 15. What's 8 plus 7? So does it check? Good. Any problems there?
No.
Okay, good. Nice job, you guys.
Any help on number 5?
Well, we're going to number 3 next. Okay, so number 3 says 3x equals 12. Remember, we're using opposite operations.
So it's 3 divided by 12 equals 4.
Good. Because this is 3 times 12. To get rid of it, to get it to the other side, you have to divide it. So we're going to divide both sides by 3. And we get x equals 4. Am I done? What do I have to do? I have to check it.
So 4.
3 times 4 equals 12. 12 equals 12. How are we doing with these?
Good job.
Try the next one. See if you can get number 4 on your own. See if you can get number 4 on your own. Remember, you're using opposite operations. So you have to get rid of the 4. Bring it to the other side. Okay. Liko, how are you going to move that 4 to the other side?
Wait, hold on. Alright, you gotta multiply.
Good. I got to multiply both sides by 4. So I get y equals, perfect. Thank you very much. My last step is to check it. 28 over 4 equals 7. 7 equals 7, it checks. How many of you got that right? Okay, nice job. All right, let's talk about number, I guess I should say 5, huh?
Yeah, that's more though.
Okay, number 5. 3/4 x equals 18. Three-fourths x equals 18. I need to get rid of that 3/4. Miranda?
Multiply by 4.
By 4. You're close.
Multiply 3 times 18.
No, not quite. You're right, you have to multiply by 4, but it has to be 4 over something.
4 over 1, right?
What would make this cancel to 1? Simplify to 1. If I multiplied it by what? What's the multiplicative inverse? What do we do to a multiplicative inverse? Say it again.
4 over 3.
4 over 3. Have to multiply it by 4 over 3. Why? What happens here? What happens to my 3's? What happens to my 4's? You see now? So when you have a fraction in front of a variable, what you have to do is flip it. You have to multiply it by its inverse to make it go away. Okay? Alright, so we get x equals, you have calculators in front of you?
Yeah.
18 times 4/3. Now what do you have to remember to do with that 4/3?
24.
Put it in parentheses. 18 times, and in parentheses 4 divided by 3.
24. But I still got that. I didn't do it that way. Yeah, same one.
Did you do 18 times 4? And then, well,
Yeah.
yes, sometimes it'll work, it won't always work. Okay?
That's when it worked good.
Yeah. Okay, so what do I have to do now? Check.
Yeah.
3/4 times 24 equals 18. Okay? Alright, so I want you to try the next one. See if you can get it. Okay, so 7 over 9y equals 14. What do I have to do here?
Yeah.
I have to flip it. So I'm multiplying both sides by 9 over 7. And I get y equals 18. I'm going to check it. All you have to do is 7 9s times 18 right in your calculator, and you should get 14. Are we okay? Okay. All right, so I want you to write a little note on the bottom of this paper. Okay, just a little note. I want a little star down there and a note at the bottom of this paper. Bottom of the first page, you're going to write dividing by fractions equals multiplying by the reciprocal. So when you divide by a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal. Solving multi-step equations. Okay, so how do we solve multi-step equation? Multi-steps means more than one step. We were just doing one-step equations. Step one, you ready? Okay, step one is to undo addition. Or subtraction. Okay, so that's our first step. When we're solving these multi-step, we're going to undo addition or subtraction. How do we undo addition?
Subtract.
How do we undo subtraction?
Add.
Okay, good. So that's our first step. We're going to undo the addition or subtraction first. What are we going to undo next? I want you to think about order of operations. If we're doing it backwards, just did addition.
And division.
Good. So undo multiplication. Division. Next. How do I undo multiplication?
Divide.
How do I undo division? Good. Multiply. You guys are good at this. I was a little worried at first. You guys are good at this. Step 3? What do you think step 3 is? We've been solving the equations and then doing what?
Check.
Yeah. So check back into original. That's our last step. Make sense? Okay, so the first thing we're doing is we're undoing addition or subtraction, then multiplication, division, and then checking. We're good with that? Alright, so let's look at the first one. Question 1 says 2x plus 3 equals 15. What am I going to tackle first?
Positive.
I have to get rid of this addition, right? What's the opposite of addition? Subtraction. I'm going to undo this addition with subtraction, so I have to subtract from both sides, on the left and the right of the equal sign. Any problems there? Okay, now what do I have to undo?
Divide by 2 on both sides.
I got to divide by 2. I'm undoing multiplication using division. We get,
6.
good, I want you to check it back into the original for me. Okay, so when we check back into the original, you should have had 2 times 6 plus 3 equals 15. Did you all set it up like that?
Nice.
All right, so then we have 12 plus 3 equals 15. 15 equals 15. It checks. So here's your answer. How'd we do? Good. I want you to do the next one. Check your answer with your partner, and then we'll go over it. 7x plus 15 with your invisible partners, Yvain.
15 from both sides.
Okay, here we go. You ready? Zavain, first step, please.
Minus 15 from 15 and 7.
Good. Subtract 15 from both sides. And you get 7x equals 56. Okay. Let's see here. Miles.
Go.
Next step.
Divide by 7.
Divide both sides by 7. Good. And you get x equals 8. So when we go to check this, 7 times 8 plus 15 equals 71. And you should get 71 equals 71. How'd we do? Okay. We doing okay, you guys?
I'm done now.
All right, so let's look at the next one. We have x over 3 minus 6 equals 12. Anybody want to come up and try it for me?
Hang on, what? I will.
X over 3 minus 6 equals 12. Okay, Aaron, go ahead and try it for me.
What did they explain?
Yes, explain it while you do it. Pay attention, please. Somebody's up at the board. You're not speaking while they're working. It's rude. Pay attention.
You add 6 to both sides.
Good. Good. You're going to bring down your x over 3.
Then it equals 18.
Perfect.
Then you multiply 3 by both sides.
Okay.
You get 54.
Very good.
And you check it.
And then you check it.
And you put in 54 for x. And then 3 minus 6. You get 12 equals 12.
Perfect. Very nice job. Thank you very much. Okay, I want you all to try number 4, and then we'll go over it as a class when you're done.
Okay, man.
Remember, you're dealing with a negative number in there, so be careful. Yes, come on up, James. This one right here, number 4.
We'll cook some bacon, James.
You stepped on my bag.
My bad. Alright.
So you should do that.
Pay attention, you guys.
I'm paying attention.
No one.
She can edit things out. I'm pretty sure she edits her voices out. Alright, what's good?
Good. Negative 60 equals x.
Check it.
Check it, please. Yep.
Oh, James, you look pretty confused when you're
Yeah, my shit's mad sloppy. I mean, my writing is mad
That's
sloppy.
right. Watch your mouth, James.
See? I'm good.
What did he say?
Start washing it out with soap. Whoa.
What the hell?
It's okay. Right here.
I'm sorry.
Why are you erasing my work?
See? Because it was in my way. I can't see too good. I'm putting stuff in the way.
That's some nice work you're doing.
Come on, finish it up.
Negative 60 divided by 3 is 20. Negative plus 6 is a positive. So you get negative 14. There, that's n. There, there's my
Thank you
little
very
equals.
much.
So what you rewrite it for me.
Yes, I'm going to rewrite it. Okay, so he subtracted 6 from both sides and got x over 3 equals negative 20. And then to get rid of that 3, you multiply both sides by 3. And you get x equals negative 60. Good. And that's his check. That's a nice writing, James.
Thank you.
Okay, so on the next page you have questions 5 through 10. I'm going to give you a little while to work through those. Check your answers with your partner. Once you have them done, call me over so I can check yours, okay?